Welcome to your support group podcast, your number one podcast for things that you like to talk about in your life. That is real. That is not fake. Not about somebody else or who did what with what movie star, whatever. Nobody cares. I noticed something. As soon as we turned on today, Q, who lives in Florida, has on a winter coat.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Give it up for Florida in the winter.
Yeah, we don't do winters here in Florida. It's like, especially this far south. Like, if you live up North Florida, it gets cold there. Like, people don't think because it does.
Northern
It's just,
Florida is Georgia. So
It
stop
is.
it. It's just the basic. Basically, they said, well, if y'all don't want to pay for it, we can't give it to y'all. So,
Right.
okay, well, we'll just keep it with Florida. That's all the panhandle and all the area is up there, just southern Georgia.
Right. Southern Georgia and some parts of Alabama.
Bama. Yep. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, we had actually my dad lives in Georgia. He had it worse than I did, but we had a little bit of snow and a little bit of ice, which melted the very next day. But my dad was like, yeah, we couldn't, like I was leaving work and the car was going sideways. I was like, yo, what time did you leave? He was
Right.
like, I left about 6 o'clock. And I was like, it just barely started here around 6. It's like, Dad, Georgia got it super quick this time. But yeah, and you know, Carson, shout out to my little baby girl. She a little fighter. She fought her way through some illness, some back-to-back crazy illness. You know, she had been dealing with some stuff since about, I want to say, the middle of December. And then we thought it was over with. Then it came back around her birthday, and she didn't get to really celebrate her birthday, you know, next weekend or the weekend after, where there's no snowmageddon or nothing crazy going on. We're gonna take her and my grandniece, which is crazy, but my grandniece, because they're best friends for life. I don't know what all that means, because you know, when we was kids, we say that to one another, and it never really panned out. But but yeah. So hopefully we get to do that with them. And shout out to all the people. Excuse me. The last couple of days, I ain't had no problems. Today, as soon as I get ready, that's the devil at work. The devil is at work on a Sunday. Lord, pray him away in Jesus' name. But I want to give a shout out to all the people who, for one day of snow, took all the bread and milk. Yeah. Give it up for them. Give it up for them. Bread and milk. Bread and milk, everybody. Bread and milk. Yeah, because that was so damn disrespectful when I went to the store. 3 days before, they had shelves full of bread, all the bagels and everything. As soon as they said something about a winter storm, here we go. Here we go. I go to the store, and it's not a slap, a loaf, not even a crumb of bread on the shelf.
What about the milk? Was that gone too?
What milk? Oh, let me say it in my Debo voice. What milk? What milk, Craig? Ain't nobody got no milk. You see some milk?
One year it was bananas. I didn't understand what was going on with the bananas. Then one winter storm, they took all the bananas.
They was hoping to keep Jaquita away or something. I don't know. They lose power. They going, you know what? I just lost all my power and make this nana pudding. I don't know, man. It always bugs me out. But today's topic is something that truly deals with that. Today's topic is called FU. Yes, you heard it right. We said we was going to do it. Today's topic is called FU. Because there's a lot of things that you bring into 2025 that you shouldn't be bringing. FU. You should have left that back in 2024.
Yeah, you should have. Should have left that somewhere. Just don't bring it here.
Just don't bring it here.
Don't bring it here. Don't bring it here.
No, nobody wants to see
shoes in my house. Leave them shoes outside.
Matter of fact, I'm about to get Asian with it. Just
Right.
kick them off before you walk in my house, and watch your feet on my rug. That's
There
all.
you go.
Watch your feet on my rug. Cause yeah, it's a lot of things that I see already this year. Like
Mhm.
I, for one, I'm tired of drama baiting. And what I mean by drama baiting is you post something on social media,
Mhm.
hoping to stir up some drama.
Mhm.
And then when people start coming at you about you
Right.
posting this post that truly didn't even belong to you, then you want to get offended. And, you know, like, for example, and I'm not calling nobody out. The other day, I'm just scrolling along Facebook, you know, something I try to not do as much. Like I'll scroll for a second, see what's going on, then get up off of there. Because why? Because social media is made to consume your day. So I'm on there, I scroll through. I see a post about COVID, the COVID vaccination. Now I'm tripping to myself because I'm like, didn't we deal with all this like 21, 22, 23? It's 2025. Like, why are we still dealing with this? So anyway, you know, I'm looking at it and they like, these are the side effects of taking the COVID shot. Side effects? Well, damn, I took the COVID shot. So let me see what these side effects are. See how Facebook gets you?
Yeah.
Let me see what these side effects are. So I'm going down the list. I'm like, oh, wow. Then you start thinking about the things that have been going on with your body. Oh my God.
Right.
You know what? I think I had that. Ooh, no, I don't have that, but I got something similar to that. And then something said, Kenny, didn't you see the possible side effects when this thing first came out? You went to the CDC. You was a smart man. You read about everything that could possibly go wrong with this. You knew the risk. I did. Hold on. This looked like the exact same list that the CDC put out as possible side effects. Not these are the side effects, possible side effects. Let me Google search right quick. Pulls up. Oh, well, that was false. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let me post this on Facebook so none of my friends continue to share this. False information. Post it on Facebook. Nobody responded. Nobody looked. Nobody said anything. But the same post that has the false information has thousands and thousands of reposts and has all kinds of comments underneath.
Yeah.
Those same people are my friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, F you to that. F you to false information.
Yeah.
Bad information. We all know that Trump is president. Why do I have to continue to see YouTube commercials about this man being so great for the country? What are you trying to sell me on? He's not getting another term. He's not. So what are you trying to sell me on?
It's
false
the power
information.
Of suggestion. Power of suggestion. If I tell it to you long enough, eventually you'll start to believe it. It'll stick, you know. You know how like spaghetti when you toss it against the wall and it just like it's there. It'll stick eventually.
You know, he kind of favors the complexion of spaghetti. So that's a great analogy. That is a great analogy, you know. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'm just a big FU to false information, bad information, and putting BS up out there. Like, it's not cool. In 2025, it's not cool. I'm gonna call you out. I'm sorry. I might not.
I noticed that people are lazy. People will they'll see something that looks like it could be true. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and share that. And sometimes I'll read people's posts and I'm like, this is not correct. Like a simple Google search would have shown you that this information is not right. But just because it seems appealing and they want to look intelligent to their followers or their people that they're friends with, they just share it without even actually knowing if the information is correct. And that to me is just really sad. Because
Yeah.
We
Go
don't
ahead.
live in an age like when me and you grew up where we had to literally go to the library and look information up. You have it at your fingertips. Like there was no Google for me when I grew up. Shit. I had to go look at an encyclopedia, get the Dewey
And,
Decimal System, find a book,
and
go
hope
for a
that
walk.
that mug wasn't old. And hope that the
Right,
encyclopedia wasn't old and it had good information in it.
So yeah, it's so aggravating because it's like, how do you? I want to do a correction for you, but then I don't want you to get offended behind the correction.
That part bothers me the most because people are so combative now.
Mhm.
They are. If you say, hey, this is bad information. Oh well, when you was voting for Biden,
Right.
who told you I voted for Biden? Who told you I voted for anybody?
They make
I
all
can
these
tell.
assumptions.
I can tell
All
by the
that.
way you acting, by the way you talking. I can tell who you voted for.
Yeah,
No, you can't.
yeah. That's my favorite part is the assumptions. Like they start with the your people or he's done a lot for your people or your kind. And I'll be looking around like, what people, what kind? What are you talking about? What you talking about?
The blacks. He
The
did a
black.
lot for the blacks.
Can you elaborate a
Nobody,
little further?
nobody feels, and that's another thing too. Nobody feels offended by the way that they use the word the blacks.
Yeah. Like, what is the blacks? The black? Because black
It's
is
almost
a
like
very broad term.
it's almost like when he say the blacks, it's almost like he's saying the shits. I had the shits.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's very weird. Especially in a day and age where people still struggle with the difference between race and ethnicity. Like, they still get that shit very confused.
Yeah.
Like, okay, black people encompasses a lot of things. But are you talking about specifically Black Americans or Black people that reside in the United States of America? Like,
Right.
words have meanings and they do have power, so you should know what you're saying.
Yeah. That sticks and stones shit don't work.
Right.
I tell you that straight up. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Names will get you punched in your face. I'll let you go for a little bit, and I'll be like, all right, now that's enough. That's enough. Because the next word you say might get you hit in your nose. Because words have power. The earth was spoken into existence. It wasn't written into existence just because it's in the Bible. It was spoken to existence. So how can you say words don't have power? I never understood that. The same people that say sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. You go to church, right? Some of y'all supposed to be super Christians. So if I sock you in your face, then I give you a reason to say hallelujah. Praise the Lord, right? But yeah, it's just a lot in 2025, like horrorism. And I know it's confusing, Q, the way I put it, but the subject, horrorism, OnlyFans, social media, just go ahead and sell it. Just go ahead and sell it. Because I'm tired of you faking the phone. It's 2025. Stop faking like you ain't got an OnlyFans. Reddit is a very powerful thing. I'm sorry. Half of y'all saying y'all love Jesus and all this stuff and be putting church quotes up there. You got an OnlyFans. I know, because Reddit told me. Reddit told me. And then also too, you hide links behind links. Like, just go ahead and be yourself. Stop it. We are a day and age where you should be happy with who you are. And the reason why I called it horrorism, because I mixed and tourism together. So it's like, I want to go dabble up over here and play for a little bit. Okay, now I want to come back up over here. Yeah. No. Be you. Be free. Like, stop it.
Free your mind. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, you haven't. Well, I think it's different for men. But you haven't been scrolling down Instagram, right? And all of a sudden, like, one of the people that you think that's not in that life, something of theirs pop up from being posted on another Instagram page. And it's like, well, let me hit up Reddit and da-da-da. And you like, oh my God. Oh, wow. Boy, Reddit is on it. Some people got whole pages and you would never know.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy because they're still making boatloads of money off of OnlyFans. And here I am with a podcast for 5 years, busting my So yeah, I'm hating. And that's another thing in 2025. Don't be a hater. Congratulate.
Look, if I could show these toes on OnlyFans to give me a 50K a month, I'm showing these toes.
I think we had this conversation before about a friend of mine.
Toes, damn it.
She was showing just her feet. She did an OnlyFans for feet and was making some bread off of just only feet.
You know, I stay in the pedicure chair. Look, the feet look cute.
only thing they want you to do is drizzle some oil on them. Not like I would know because I'm not paying to look at nobody's feet, but
you know, some people have a foot fetish. People like that. People are like, girl, you got some cute toes. People have lip fetishes. Like I've had even women stare at my mouth. You have a beautiful mouth. Yeah. I like your area here. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I had a female almost basically sexually assault me one day.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. This was long before I got married. And I was getting ready to walk out the store and I turned around and this lady was just right there in my face and she said, oh my God, your lips, the way they line is so beautiful. You didn't do anything to do that, did you? I said, no, ma'am. What do you use on your lips? Blistex?
Yeah.
This kind? You know? Oh, wow. Yeah. And she kept on coming closer and closer. And I'm like,
right. Like, you about to kiss me or you about to, what you about to do?
They look soft. Yeah, they are soft. Like, back up. They're softly mine.
When I was in the military, like my hair used to stay done. Like, because I could do hair. So, and my hair is super like fluffy. Like, I have very dense hair. So I used to get my relaxer and I would have my hair flipped out like Farrah Fawcett. And that was my thing. So I'm in a beauty supply store looking for product. And this woman was trying to buy a wig. And so she was trying to tell the lady what kind of wig she wanted. She walks up to me and she starts running her fingers through my hair. She said, I want a wig just like this. This a good one right here. And I was like, ma'am, this is my hair. And she was like, oh, girl, that's all you? Get your hands out my head. What in the world?
The F wrong with you?
Now, if she wasn't an auntie, I probably would have punched her in the gut. But she was an auntie.
Yeah. And she seemed like she was a little bit about that life, though, to just walk up to somebody and just reach and especially being black. Yeah, especially being black, like you already know, like that's the wrong thing to do. To any black female, just walk up and be like, "Oh, your hair's so pretty." No,
right?
Don't touch. And she did it, so she might have been. You might have had to toss auntie around a couple of times to make her stop. This hair coming with me, girl. It's all yours, good.
Right. You never know, because it was Fort Walton Beach. You know, it got a good mix. A little bougie, little bugging and thugging.
A little bugging and thugging. Lord have mercy. Oh, man. Lying. Lying is another FU for 2025. Yeah. Same thing goes along with the same subjects of the other two. Internet searches, social media, we can find you. Stop lying. Stop lying. We know who you are. We know when you're lying, especially as you get older. you start laughing because you know it's a lie.
How you make that
face? I just stand up there and just look at you and be like, oh, okay. Like if my voice go real high pitch, okay. I mean, effed up.
Usually for me, it's the eyebrow. One of them eyebrows gonna go up, and I'll be like, I ain't gonna say nothing else. I like when people lie right in my face, and I know the truth, and I just be like, and then later they find out that I knew the truth, and then they come back to me trying to clear it up, and I'm like
we ain't got no kids, and they little asses don't be lying. You're lying, ain't you? No, I'm not. You just lied there.
Right.
But yeah, as soon as my voice goes high pitch, I already know my internal lie detector don't went off.
Yeah.
Because I don't even be doing it on purpose. I just be like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden I realize what I just did. And I'm like, oh shit. They lying. Yeah. They lying. And that's why
it's like, why are you even lying though? It's just, to me, it takes too much energy to lie.
Some people prefer to lie than rather tell the truth. And sometimes the truth don't even hurt as bad as the lie. The lie just makes some people feel better.
It is to lie because you have to tell a lie. You have to remember the lie. And what happens with a lie is the story is consistently changing because you can't remember the version of the lie you told previously. And so you add on more details, and then this story becomes so convoluted and complex that people just sitting there looking at you like, what?
That's exactly what I was about to say. It becomes so convoluted and complex because you have to, once you tell a lie, you have to continue to add on to the lie in order to keep that strand of story together. I have a hard enough time telling real life stuff that I know for a fact happened, let alone tell her. I can't. My memory don't go that far. I'm sorry. Kenny, did you take out the trash? I think I did.
For real.
That's not even a lie. I just don't remember. Sometimes, life just has that effect on you. But to sit up there and deliberately lie, it's not worth the time anymore. Like when I was a younger dude and I was out here getting the girls and having fun with life, I might have told a lie or two.
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, about 6 or 7 or 20. But, they was lies with all in reason because at the end of the day, I was young, I was single, trying to have fun. I told the truth enough, but you just didn't get the truth. You didn't understand it. So I instead of me continuously trying to hurt your feelings, I guess I'll just tell you a lie and then you'll leave me alone. Right. Yep. So lying is so 2020. How they say it's so 2024. Right. Lying, so 2024. Yep.
Yeah. And also when people tell you the truth, because I find like that's the scenario that you just gave, it, especially being a woman, it's like we want to hear the lie, but when a guy is telling you the truth, believe what he is telling you, because we try to shift it and maybe he didn't really mean it that way, and maybe he really does, and maybe he's just it's like, no, he said what he said, period. Why are you wasting your time?
Yeah.
So if you decide to stick around after he's told you the truth, baby girl.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a young man, I used to get hit with this line all the time. So what does this mean? We still friends. That's what this is.
Right, exactly what he just said.
It don't change nothing.
So if you still giving up the draws after he done specifically told you that, it's like you just choosing to stay there with the hopes that he gonna change his mind. Let me tell you something about the coochie. There's coochies everywhere. There's one over there, one back there, and one over there. They all around you.
Yep. And I was a young man, and I was acting like I was out here trying to catch Pokemon balls. So, listen, I always told the truth. Whether you respected it or not, that was on you. But
Yeah.
since you didn't want to listen to the truth, I might have told you a lie. You might have, definitely. I mean, I'm not above anything I talk about. The only reason why I can talk about it is because I've lived it and I've done it. But, and I'm not ashamed about it either. Nope, sure ain't. It's in the past. Don't give a shit. But yeah, if you're not going to listen to the truth, you're not going to hear the truth, you're not going to understand the truth, you're not going to respect the truth, and shit. I mean, what else you want a person to do? Write it on their forehead and say, "Don't F with me." Don't F with me. Do a little dance for you. You lay on the ground and make an F. Like, what do you want to do?
Questioning it. They'll still be questioning it.
Oh no, he wants me.
Right, he still wants me. He just needs a little more convincing. It's like, nah, sis, go on about your business, boo. Go work on you. Date yourself for a hot minute.
Now that part is a touchy subject for some, because they don't think nothing wrong with them. No, they think they can go through like 800 relationships and be fine, just going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, and then wonder why they can't fix themselves or it's nothing wrong with themselves because they keep on finding a person. No, broken people, it's like magnets. It's like, I'm effed up. I'm effed up too. Let's get together.
That is actually one of the 12 laws. It's like you attract where you are. So if you are kind of wonky in certain areas, you're going to be attracting kind of wonky people too, and y'all going to be kind of wonky and up together. Until you elevate is when you're going to start meeting people on your vibrational planes.
Right.
But if you know, you know. I might be speaking. If you know, you know.
No. I think somebody got it. One of y'all definitely got it. But yeah, if you got a Walmart brain, breaking it down in layman terms for the people that didn't get it, if you got a Walmart brain, you're gonna shop at Walmart. If you got a Target brain, you're gonna shop at Target. Simple as that. Now, if you got a Kohl's brain, they might be shutting down your store. But and that is wrong. And I want to give a big F you to that, shutting down all these stores and companies. And oh man, like pretty soon, you know what? I told my wife this. I say, I want to hurry up and get me some money together and start buying warehouses. Why? Yeah. Because everything eventually is going to be online.
Right.
And those places that are online are going to need warehouses.
Yeah.
So I'm buying warehouses and racks. Oh, we tearing down this warehouse. Well, let me buy those racks. Oh, they're a little old. I don't give it.
Yeah.
That's metal.
It's bad when all the big lots are starting to close. I'm like, big lots? No, take away my big lots. You know, you go in big lots and find some stuff.
You know, the crazy part is, I'm trying to think about where is a big lot here.
Oh, y'all don't have big lots there? That's right. I haven't seen one up there, but down here in the South.
No, they here.
You have one up there?
Yeah. I know there's one in Charlotte. I know it was one in Rock Hill. Damn. Closest one I got to me is Ollie's. So I don't know. I have to ask my wife where damn Big Lot is in Gastonia. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy thought. I mean, first one was hard. It was Kmart, but they did it to themselves.
Right.
They tried to raise prices to compete, to stay in business, and they did it to themselves. Then they took on too much, buying other companies and different things like that. Then the next big one that hurt is Sears. Sears.
Yeah.
First, they dropped the Roebuck, which, if you didn't know, that's the black side. The Roebuck, Sears and Roebuck. That's Roebuck is the black. It is. A lot of people don't know that. But first that happened. Then they merged with Kmart.
They did.
And then they decided to cut their losses with Kmart and keep Sears open, and then close most of their stores. And then they went to catalog order. I mean, there was a few stores here and there, and now they gone. Oh, man, I forgot about the most biggest one, Toys R Us.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, y'all. Some of y'all don't even know what it's like to be growing up with Jeffrey and all.
Right.
Nope, man. It was the only place I knew that you can get every last damn Lego of every color to match and go with. They had everything as far as toys, you know. Yeah, KB Toys, all of them. They outdid all the toy companies, and now they gone. You'll never see it. I mean, they may do I think one time recently they did like a little Toys R Us pop up. You know, but I mean, I don't know if there ever be anything similar to it. You know, then you got a whole list circulating of all the stores that are closing, and some of the stores are in your area, and I say a big F you to that, because it's two factors to it. Once the pandemic happened, a lot of people lost traffic or they stopped going to these places and they got accustomed to Uber Eats and different things like that, or things that were out of the norm for them, but now it's normal for them to go there. They used to be regulars at these other places and kept them in business. And then the second factor is rent. And that's a whole FU by itself. And the rent rates are through the roof. We need some form of rent control or something like that, because a lot of these warehouses and buildings in which these places are, they don't own the actual place. They rent those places. And so what's happening is the rent rates are going so high that they can't cover it. They can't pay to be in those buildings no more. So the businesses are shutting down. And it's, you know, I say that a big FU to all that, because that is BS. Like, we losing some really good stores and people are losing some really good jobs that they've been at for like multiple years. You know, it's just a sad situation. And that rent rate affects not only businesses, but also normal human beings who rent places like myself. And that rent rate just steady going up, because it used to be where you do a lease and that lease probably go up like $20, $25. Now that shit jumping up by $50, $60 every time you re-sign a lease.
Yeah, it's way more than that here. Like, I've heard stories of people's rent jumping $400-$500. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And I know some places are worse than that, but you know, I just keep my prayers up and continue on, because like I told them, I don't want to go down Q. You trying to throw us out? You trying to throw us out? I'll fix you.
Yeah. Most people in this world, they just want to be able to take care of themselves, their families, and just have a little bit of money to do like some pleasurable things in life. And I just feel like we need to get to that point, and we are not at that point. It has gotten so out of whack. Like, people just are barely surviving, and that's sad. It's just a sad state of that we're in. But people are just getting by. Nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to just get by.
Yeah. And I've talked about this multiple times. If a person pay all their bills, do all the stuff that they supposed to do, take care of everything, a person deserves a vacation. Because what happens is that becomes a buildup on their life. They're just constantly just working, taking care of family, constantly working, taking care of family, not getting any breaks, not getting any mental breaks or any pullaways from the normal day-to-day stuff. And that can cause a person to act out, road rage in different ways, drugs, alcohol. It's not good. It's not, the cost of living is just, it's supposed to go up, but not by leaps and damn bounds. Like within 5 years, we've jumped to a whole nother level. Things that used to cost $20,000 are now costing 40. It's just crazy, So a big F you to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully something changes. I don't see it in the near future. I got a couple of reasons on that, but hopefully something changes in the future with all the Q. Did you not have a big FU that you wanted to talk about?
We could talk about it just real quickly. My FU was basically online stuff, like being content creators, which is what we do here.
Right.
One of the things that I used to be, I am a digital creator on both Facebook and TikTok. And I make a lot of videos that are satirical in nature. And most people get that. That's why they come to the page. But every now and again, you'll get that one person that just comes. And this is what your voice sounds like to me when you come, when you don't know how to read the room, if everybody's laughing and joking. And then you come with your that's what you sound like to me. That's what your voice, how I read your comment. That's what you sound like.
Sound like a bunch of damn crickets.
And I just be like, I say it the nice way, but Stufu, shut your mouth. We over here laughing, having a good time. Who asked you to come be serious? Shut up! Shit. We laughing over here. You just remind me of the motherfucker, the person that when they see you coming, they be like, and then everybody start to leave because they know you about to mess up the party.
Here come this motherfucker.
You about to kill the vibe. You about to kill the vibe. You a vibe killer. But that's my FU. Them people. I call them old 3-day-old cabbage MFers. Like if everywhere you go, it smell like 3-day-old cabbage, it ain't the people, it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people do ruin it, for others. And it's really not hard with social media either for you to just come in there and just be, I don't know no better way to say it. Just come in there and just be an ass. That's the way you just come in there and just being a jackass. Keep that jackassiness in 2024. Nobody wants to deal with you because I tell you what, I'm one of those people who, if you troll, I troll back and we'll keep on going until you ready to fight. I come from a family of trolls. Like what you do or say don't offend me, it just hypes me up. Like my heart start racing. I get the extra adrenaline. I get them typey fingers. I'm like, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because it just, yeah, like I said in that split second when we was talking about people need to break away. Social media, I hate to say it, is that breakaway at times. And then you come in there and ruin it or say some stuff that's not true. And now everybody looking at you like, what the hell is going on here? And then you try to get people to ride with you or side with you and stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is not even that type of party. Like we had a comment under the short that we made about me talking about paying taxes on homes. Not taxes no place else. Just on homes. Like you never really own a home because you have to pay taxes on it. Well, what about the kids that go to school? What about the school? What about the people that can't afford to buy a house or do this or afford to live? They're homeless and struggling. I said, they had a whole big paragraph of nothing connecting to anything I said. So I just said calmly, hey, I understand where you're coming from. But I was just talking about home taxes, taxes on your house, not income taxes, not Social Security, not Medicaid, all the things that we pay into, not state taxes for when you purchase something, not your vehicle registration for the bridges and stuff that you put in your paragraph. No, I'm talking about taxes on your home. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, because it's an apple and it's an orange. And yes, they're both fruit. But did you really listen with both of these? Or did you just want to say something? Like, if you want to talk about that, make your own damn video.
And that's exactly my point. Some people just want to talk just to hear themselves talk. So keep that shit in 2024. Don't be a party pooper and coming in the comment section talking about some shit that don't connect to nothing. What the hell is you reaching for? That's all up in space.
Look, I have a thing when I got out of the military. One of my catchphrases was, "What does that have to do with the price of gas?" And I guess I used to say it so much they decided to put it on one of my parting gifts. And because I used to tell that to my troops whenever they start, I'm telling you about this, and you start talking to me about something else, and I would just say, "What does that have to do with the price of gas?" Because that ain't what I'm talking about.
That ain't what you're talking about.
Can we get back to this subject over here? Like, hush, like, about that. Be quiet right now. Shut up talking about that.
Why?
Get back over here. Like, I'm in Winston and you over there in Greensboro. Come over here. Can you at least get the curtains here?
Nah, it sounded like they was in Wilmington. They had made it all the way to the coast. Right. Nobody told you go swimming. Get your ass back here.
Like, why is you in Myrtle Beach right now?
Oh, man. People. And before we go, I want to give a shout out to all the people out there in California who's fighting that.
Yeah.
Whew. Boy, I can't even imagine. And my heart and my prayers go out to the families and the people that are affected by it. All right? So, with that said, if nobody told you today that they love you, we do. And if you haven't had the opportunity to check it out, go to www.ysgpodcast.com. I don't know why. It just seemed like I had too many W's in there. And check out everything that we do on that website. You want to connect with everything from the books to just decide that you want to listen on Spotify, not watch on YouTube, or maybe you got an Apple phone, an iPhone. I don't know what you got. Ozzy Posy phone. I don't care. It plays. It plays on everything, even Pandora. We there. So, peace out, and we'll see you next week. Yes, support group.
Yes, support group. Yes, support.